What's up guys, Zachary Strife here with Zach's Tech, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and review of the Eachine H8 Mini Quadcopter. Yes, that's right, I bought a quadcopter. So, this is a $13 quadcopter, and what I would probably say is more of an intermediate flyer. It's the cheapest you pretty much can buy on the market. And I'll put a link down in the video description where you can find that. But the reason I say it's an intermediate flyer is because it actually is quite a bit faster than some of the other ones I've played with. I've been practicing flying quadcopters for about a year now before I started doing reviews, so I get a good in-depth feel of how quadcopters are and how they should fly. So this is actually my third one. I gifted one to my dad, I had one for myself, and the one that I used to have didn't make it. What happened is I had it too high in the air, a big gust of wind caught it, threw it into the road, and a car ran over it. So, no fault to itself, it was all the operator error, that was all me. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to it, guys. The unboxing of the Eachine H8 Mini. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take our trusty knife, just a steak knife, and we're going to open this baby up and see what we've got. I already know what to expect, but I'll go through what's in the box with you, and we will go from there. Again, this is the H8 Mini by Eachine. It's a 4-channel, 6-axis gyro quadcopter with stability and all that stuff built in. I mean, if you want a quadcopter just to fly around and mess around with, this is the one to do it. It's very cheap and it will last quite a while. Alright, so we got instructions. Actually, we probably won't go through these because I already know what I'm doing. If you guys don't know what you're doing when it comes to quadcopters, there's an instruction booklet on what you need to do, what the controls are, and all that good stuff. This is a not English version of the same thing. And I'm sorry about the camera angle and the distance. I mean, I don't have a lot of room to work with here. But I'm doing my best here. I don't have an actual studio to do this yet, so, or an actual room dedicated to it. So here's what you're presented with. You get some goodies in a bag. You get the actual quadcopter. Come on, camera. Battery is already in it, so all you gotta do is hook that up and go. And it comes with the controller. And when it comes to controllers, usually you can choose the modes. I choose mode 2, I believe, which is throttle on the left side, and then your tilt controls on the right side. So that's super simple. Alright, and in our bag of stuff, we get little foam feet for the quad, a USB charging, and wow, this is actually a little bit different than mine. This is a different charger than my other two. The other two that I have are actually like a pigtail charger with an end on it that you plug in, so it's kind of nice. I like the simpler design. And it comes with 2 additional propellers, which are in opposite orientations. So there's a A orientation and a B orientation. I'll show you that real quick on the quadcopter. If it can actually... This one. Okay, so you see right there, there's a little A. You probably can't because the camera doesn't want to actually focus on the letter. There it is. You just saw it for a second. Come on. A. Okay. And then on the other side, there is a B. So there's 2 A's, 2 B's on this particular model, and they are different blade orientations. So be very mindful of that if these pop off or you need to replace one to put the correct orientation blade. And all I do is, if like I lose an A, I just look at how the blade is, how it's angled. You can see that's a certain angle, and I just match it with the other one. So that's the way I do it. I don't know if there's a proper way to do it, but we can show you the lights on it real quick. Just plug this in. It has red and blue. It's freaking out my camera. The red is actually your front, and some people might get that a little confused. at first, because generally red is the rear in some of these quadcopters. I believe on my other one the red is the rear as well. Anyway, so just remember that when you're flying, the front one is your red and the rear one is your blue. And also this comes in black. I like the white one because the white one lets the LED lights shine through on both sides pretty clearly. So the black one not so much. Like you don't really see it on the top side at all, but you can still see it on the bottom. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put the batteries in this thing and fire it up and fly it around for you so you can see how it reacts. Before we continue on to the flight, I want to show you the controller a little bit so you know the controls and what you need to do to start it. When you plug it in and flip this on, you'll get a red light here, and the throttle has to be all the way down for it to pair with the quadcopter. So the left stick is your throttle, the click down is your return to home, which in this quadcopter it works, but not very well. This button right here is your speed control, which on this one is basically slow and really freaking fast. This button here is your, actually there's two buttons here, your tuning for forward back. So if you're getting too much of a forward tilt, you hit down, and if you're getting too much of a back tilt, you hit up, just to rebalance the quadcopter. Obviously there's your power button. Right here is your left and right tilt control, or tilt adjust, tuning, whatever you call it. Obviously if you're too much to the right, you hit to the left, too much to the left, you hit to the right, just to even out the quadcopter and make it easier for you to play with. And then here are your tilt controls. I know I'm not using the proper terminology, I'm sorry. And then when you click this down, it'll beep, and then you can hit a direction and the quadcopter will automatically flip. So those are the controls for the quadcopter for the H8 Mini. And now we're gonna get to the flight. Alright, now for the flight of the Eachine H8 Mini. You can see that it's already flashing, which means it's ready to pair. You turn the throttle all the way down and turn the controller on. You can see it flashes rapidly and pairs. Alright, let's see if I can do this. This is actually a second recording because I lost battery power and I was not flying very well. But now my throttle control is a lot better. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is low rate turns, so you can see how it turns. I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way instead so I have better control. Alright, so there's the low rate turn. It's actually kind of quick, that's why I kind of call this an intermediate flyer, because it's a lot quicker than it looks. And then this is the high rate turns. As you can see, it is quite a bit faster in the high rate. Really cool when you get it to do that. Alright, let's check out the tilt. This is the low rate tilt. And the high rate tilt. Alright, and I lost battery again because I've been playing with it too much. So when your battery is low, you'll notice that the lights begin to flash. I'm hopefully getting close to the camera. So there's the lights flashing. That means your battery's low and you got about 30 seconds of power. Let's go ahead and listen to the quad at the microphone. And go land it so we don't lose power. We lost power. Alright. When you're landing it or when you crash it, make sure you throttle down all the way immediately to reduce damage to your propellers. You do not want to damage the propellers unless you're buying a whole bunch of extras. So I'll be right back with another battery and we'll finish the test. Alright, as you can see, the quadcopter is ready to pair again. Turn it on, throttle down, and we're ready to go again. I forgot that I did an entire review on one battery, so that's why this one was running low, but at least you can see what it looks like when it's running low on battery. When it's low on battery, you can't do flips, which we're going to show you right now. Flips are always fun. You just gotta make sure you throttle up after a flip so you can regain control very quickly. And yeah, the quadcopters are really fun. Like, I encourage anybody that is even vaguely interested to pick one up. This is the most inexpensive one you can find. The video, or the link will be in the video description to where I bought mine. It's not the easiest flyer for a beginner. I actually have another one that's a lot better for that. But anyway, let's go ahead and do a quick room sweep. This room is about, well, from the wall to the camera is about probably 10 feet. Whoa. I don't want to crash. Ah! And I'm not the best flyer in the world. Like I said, I've only got a few months of practice in. I've had it for over a year, but I don't fly it as much as I want to. Anyway, so that was the speed of the low rate. Let's see if I can do the high rate without murdering someone. Oh! 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 We crashed! Oh, surprisingly enough, we can just take off from where we're at. Because it landed upright. Oh, hi, microphone. I just smacked the microphone with it. Anyway, that's a little good durability test. This thing is actually like a tank. Like, it can take a lot. And those guards, even though they look really small and flimsy, they hold together really well. So, but anytime you're in a crash or you're in a situation where you lose sight, just throttle down immediately. That way you do no damage to the, or very little damage to the blades. And then let's try one more thing. This is advertised as return to home. I don't know how well it works, but let's go ahead and fly to the camera and then return. Nope. Okay, it loses its orientation pretty easily. Alright, so now I have it in headless mode. What this does is allows you to spin freely and still have control of the quadcopter, which is a neat little feature. It is advertised as having headless, so that's really neat. I like that it's built in, but not necessarily something that you need to do. Anyway, I think that's about it. I did return to home, which kind of functions if you don't lose the gyros. One thing I noticed with these is if it starts to tilt to one side, you can just spin it around for 3 to 5 seconds and it will even out and kind of just hover nice and cleanly. I don't have to trim this one at all or tune the tilt. I just do the minor adjustments with my hand. So anyway, that's about it for the H8 Mini. It's a good intermediate quad. It's a good indoor quad too, actually. I'm actually controlling it quite well inside. Let's do a spiral up. Those are always fun. Let's do the wicked fast spiral up, see if I can get that one to go. On camera, preferably. Whoa, hopefully that's on camera. That is crazy. And it lost its gyro a little bit, so let's go ahead and spin it. And now it's fine again. But yeah, this is how hard it is to control in the high rate. It's just all over the place. Anyway, guys, that is it for the H8 Mini. Thanks for watching. If you want any more information, check it out at the link in the video description. If you want to see more stuff like this, I have another quadcopter for you. And then if you want to help me out, I'm also going to leave a Patreon down in the link in the video description. If you want to throw $1 my way each month or whatever to help these little projects, that would be awesome. If not, that's fine. Just hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks, bye.